Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine or Mr. Magoo. Yeah. The old eyeballs are killing me. Wow. That's just not good, guys. So, I gotta say, guys, it's Monday morning. I just watched a Mikey Pipes video. Him screaming into a fucking camera. Running around like a fucking dog chasing his tail. Not really saying much. Craziness. But he tried to tell a story. I mean, listen, guys, I know none of you guys like to talk about it. Politics, you probably at this point, as soon as I say politics, you probably shut it off. But he went into he butchered some story about Ronald Reagan and some kid who came to dinner. I don't even know what the fuck. I couldn't even repeat it because he just totally butchered the story. I don't even understand what the fuck he was talking about. All he wanted to get across was that immigrants are bad. They're sucking the money out of our fucking country, and they're unworthy of being here. And he mentioned Ronald Reagan, and I just want to show you something, and it's important because Ronald Reagan, you know, we don't hear much about him anymore, but a few years back, Ronald Reagan was like this paragon of fucking virtue that Republicans held. But let's listen to what they had to say. George Bush and Ronald Reagan. Listen to this, guys. This was back in 1980.
I'd like to know, do you think the children of illegal aliens should be allowed to attend Texas public schools free, or do you think that their parents should pay for their education?
Who are you addressing that to?
I think you were first in this.
He was looking right at you. I say he was. Look, I'd like to see something done about the illegal alien problem that would be so sensitive and so understanding about labor needs and human needs that problem wouldn't come up. But today, if those people are here, I would reluctantly say I think they would get whatever it is that they're, you know, what the society is giving to their neighbors. But the problem has to be solved. The problem has to be solved because as we have kind of made illegal some kinds of labor that I'd like to see legal, we're doing two things. We're creating a whole society of really honorable, decent, family-loving people that are in violation of the law, and secondly, we're exacerbating relations with Mexico. The answer to your question is much more fundamental than whether they attend Houston schools, it seems to me. I don't want to see if they're living here, I don't want to see a whole thing of 6- and 8-year-old kids being made, you know, one totally uneducated and made to feel that they're living with outside the law. Let's address ourselves to the fundamentals. These are good people, strong people. Part of my family is an Mexican. Can I add to that? I think the time has come that the United States and our neighbors, particularly our neighbor to the south, should have a better understanding and a better relationship than we've ever had. And I think that we haven't been sensitive enough to our size and our power. They have a problem of 40 to 50% unemployment. Now, this cannot continue without the possibility arising with regard to that other country that we talked about, of Cuba and what it is stirring up, of the possibility of trouble below the border, and we could have a very hostile and strange neighbor on our border. Rather than making them, or talking about putting up a fence, why don't we work out some recognition of our mutual problems and make it possible for them to come here legally with a work permit, and then while they're working and earning here, they pay taxes here. And when they want to go back, they can go back, and they can cross and open the border both ways by understanding their problems. This is the only safety valve right now they have with that unemployment that probably keeps the lid from blowing off down there. And I think we could have a fine relationship, and it would solve the problem you mentioned also.
My. How times have changed. Yeah. Ronald Reagan, you know, he also used to be a Democrat. Yeah. Like Donald Trump. But let me tell you something, guys. The only reason that Donald Trump is for kicking these people out is because you people, the people who voted for Donald Trump, have this strange view that these people are living here. They're not contributing one bit. They're living off of us, which is total bullshit. They buy gas, they pay taxes. They buy food, they pay taxes. They work harder than Americans. They're out there in the sun. They're out there working day and night. They're fucking doing every roof in America is done. 99.9% of fucking the roofing jobs in America are done by Mexicans or immigrants, basically. I just don't see it, guys. It's a bunch of bullshit, and the only reason Donald Trump has latched onto this is because you guys. What happens is you vote him into office and you give him what he really wants, which is the keys to the vault, man. That's all it's about. He doesn't give a fuck about this country. He doesn't give a fuck about anything but his pocket. And the billionaires that he hangs around with are exactly the same way. They only think about money. They only think about money and how to fucking get more of it at the expense of us. So you've got a real problem with your tax dollars going to educate these kids who are great kids. They're intelligent kids. The vast, vast, vast majority of them are wonderful people, man. They're the next wave of Americans. In 2 or 3 generations, they're going to be, they're full-fledged Americans. These kids were born here, man. But you've got a problem with educating them. You got a problem with them being treated like a human being. But you don't have a problem with our tax dollars going to give tax breaks to fucking billionaires. And soon they'll be trillionaires, because if you look at how much money has been added to our national debt over the year from 1980, even Ronald Reagan, he was all about the tax cuts, trickle-down economics. It doesn't work. Our fucking deficit, our national debt right now is up in like the $35 trillion fucking mark. It ain't ever coming back. Where the fuck do you think that $35 trillion came from? It ain't from educating migrant workers, man. Give me a fucking break. It's giving people like Elon Musk a fucking tax break, man. But you don't have a problem with that. You can't see it. And it's because they've tapped into some hate that you have. Racism, whatever the fuck it is. Like Mikey, I just don't get this guy, man. I mean, I like Mikey, but politically, his views are fucking archaic, man. The guy is, he's fucking out there, man, with this bullshit. It's crazy. I can't fucking get over it. But this is what's happening every day. Donald Trump is destroying this country. We're having these fucking political assassinations, man, in this country. Congress people getting shot. I mean, the Senator Kelly, Mark Kelly, I think his name, his wife, I can't think of her name. She got shot. I mean, this is where we are, man. We're spiraling out of control. We got guys like fucking Sarasota Tim who fucking play Patriot. I'm going to play Patriot today. I'm going to get up like fucking Halloween, and he puts on his fucking Patriot costume, strapped to the nines with fucking weapons, driving around looking for an opportunity to run somebody over. I mean, to me, that's premeditated fucking murder. What he's talking about. I mean, the guy says, I drove down the street, I turned around just looking for somebody to confront, to have a confrontation. We're in a bad way in this country, man. And it's all about the fucking money. It's all about the money. It's not about making America great again. It's about making more fucking money. Good God, man. I just had to get that off my chest, man. This fucking... I watch Mikey all the time. I only watch the Uncensored channel. And I'll tell you, it's always... I don't know, maybe I'm the same way, the same shit, but... You know, how many fucking times can you watch this guy make a goddamn cup of coffee? Come on. You know, how many times can you watch him sign some fucking poster? I don't get it. But you guys love it, man. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of fucking subscribers he has, but man, it's a business model. Be a fucking Republican, you know, hate immigrants, and your numbers will go through the fucking roof. Sarasota Tim, he's another fucking grifter. He's a grifter, and he knows that he can get some money from YouTube if he feeds this fucking these clamoring fucking animals, you know, at the zoo. Give them what they want to hear. That's what Donald Trump did on a national level. He was feeding your fucking desire to fucking inflict pain on people, man. I don't get it. It's tough for me to stand my ground on what I believe against such a wave and the vocal, you know, carnival barkers like Mikey Pipes. I mean, basically, that's what he's doing every morning. Barking into the fucking camera. Loud, scream. He's just, you know, just because you turn the volume up, it's still bullshit, man. That's all I'm saying. It's still bullshit. So anyways, it's Monday morning. My guests are getting the fuck out of here. These people, man, I gotta redo my house rules. These fucking assholes come here, man, and they turn the air conditioning down to fucking, you know, snow flurries. They leave all the fucking lights on in the house. They're not even there. I look over, every fucking light in the house is on. And the air conditioning's on 60 fucking 8. These people from up north, you know, 68 degrees when it's 102 fucking degrees out. That's a big swing, you know? Costing me fucking money. I gotta write a new set of house rules for these guys. Turn the fucking lights out. And I also have to maybe charge them for cleaning. And I don't want to go to the point with this thing where I'm, you know, I have control of the thermostat in the house. But people, man, these are Americans, you know. They're fucking, they just take everything. Like, I've seen videos of Mikey Pipes when he goes into a fucking hotel room, rigging the fucking air conditioning, bypassing their safety feature so that people aren't turning the fucking air down to 50 degrees. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. So anyways, last night I came, I got into a Zen state about my lost tools. It really was eating me up. So, it was Father's Day. I had a great breakfast yesterday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was delicious. The fucking chorizo hash is just fucking banging. I bought myself a cast iron skillet and I ate my breakfast right off of that thing. Unfortunately, I fucked up the video and I need to have a light, you know, that goes on that lets me know, yeah, we're still recording, you know. I missed the whole fucking thing of me putting this dish together, cooking it. I thought I was recording. It's like 10 minutes of video. Some of you are probably happy that, you know, you didn't have to sit through another 10 minutes of me, and I know my videos are long, and very verbose. I love to talk, but yeah. Mikey, you're turning into a fucking used car salesman. The only thing you're missing is you slamming your fucking hand on the hood of the car, you know. Come on down here, buy a fucking poster for $42.50. Really? Really? Come on. So last night, I crawled into bed to go to sleep, and I was like, I gotta resolve this issue with the lost tools. So I went on Amazon. I bought myself a brand new Craftsman half-inch drive ratchet. I bought my socket, and I bought a 12-inch crescent wrench. So I've buried that. I've laid it to rest. I'm moving on. They said it should be here before 10 o'clock today. It's Monday. I'm not working. I'm not gonna work, man. I can't work in this heat, man. My fucking eyes are killing me. So I'm doing as little as possible this summer just to stay alive, man. It's tough down here, man, and I just have issues with my health, man. It makes it really, really tough for me, man. Man, I can't even open my fucking eyes half the time. I'm trying to drive. I'm like switching from eye to eye. I'm trying to, when the traffic, you get backed up or traffic stops. Every time I'm at a red light, I'm breaking out the fucking eye drops, putting them in. All right, Billy, it's okay. Come on.
Get up here, sweetie. You want to say good morning? Oh, she's like, look at you, you big hairy Mary. Jesus Christ, Bella. You crazy kid. Yes, I love my Bella. Say good morning to the world. Yes. Oh, she's so pretty. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. I don't want. Get over here, Bella. Get up here. Where's Gussie? Bella, what are you doing over there behind me? Bella. Come on. You goofy girl.
She's like, she doesn't care about anything. I just love her.
She's like, is that your cell phone? Let me fucking pound it with my paw. Is that your coffee cup? I'll just smash it all over your desk. Yeah. Say, yeah, man. I wish I were more like you, Bella. You don't care about such things. Yes, we're fucked up. She's like, I'm really concerned about you, Papa. This YouTube's making you fucking crazy. Yeah. Oh. I'll be okay. I'll get through. I've been through tougher things in my life.
So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do today. I got another guest coming in, not today, but this week, and she was begging for fucking me to change the rules. Something about her fucking kid, you know. She wanted to change her reservation from 5 days to 3 days, and people are sneaky, man. I always think they're up to something, you know. Like, yeah, we know it's, you know, a 5-day minimum, but let's just go ahead and book that, and then we'll call them a couple days before and say something changed. Uncle fucking Gus died, or, you know, something happened, and we can just go there for the weekend, you know. We'll ask them to bend the rules. Well, I told this lady, I said, listen, my cancellation policy is very liberal because I'm a liberal. You can cancel your fucking trip right now, and that's it. But I ain't bending the fucking rules. And if she's cute, maybe I'll do that. But so Mikey Pipes. Back to Mikey. He wanted a what the fuck was he calling it? A podcast with me and him. So here it is, man. He puts his shit out, and then I have a retort. I'm the other side. I'm the fucking prosecutor. We have our little debate. And So he walks out into his parking lot because Daniel's out there washing dishes in a fucking laundry tub with no cover on it, meaning every time it rains, that fucking water is either going into the city sewer system from that laundry tub, or it's just dumping out on the fucking ground on the side of his building. But that's illegal, man. You can't have a laundry tub out there catching rain, bro. You know, read the fucking code book, man. It's not legal. So anyways, Daniel, being the fucking good little Nazi that he is, he comes in and says, hey, there's a black guy in a car out there in the parking lot. And Mikey's like, oh, let me see what the fuck is going on. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I see you have a scruffy beard. Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Come on, Mikey. You need to shave, motherfucker. Jesus Christ, man. You got a fucked up beard, man. Talking about somebody else. Jesus Christ. But the guy's in the car rolling a fucking blunt. He's in a fucking somebody else's parking lot rolling a fucking joint. And Mikey hires him. He hires him. The guy's got the bumps. When I was in the Navy, these black guys, man, they get these ingrown hairs, man, and they get what's called the fucking bumps. And they get a fucking pass from, you know, they got to put in a request. And they get a chit or whatever the fuck you call it, saying you don't have to shave, you know, you have to cut it low. But they have real issues with ingrown hairs, man, and it's called the bumps. I know about this shit, man. I was a black man in a prior life. So the guy has the bumps. Mikey, what's your excuse for fucking, you know, growing a fucking whack-ass fucking beard? Come on! Practice what you preach, man. You look a little scruffy. That's all I'm saying. So he hires this guy. Another step in the wrong direction. Come on! Who the fuck goes to a job interview with a fucking blunt hanging out of their fucking lips? I need a job. I'll hire you. Come on. Mikey. What the fuck, man? Are you serious? Jesus Christ, man. I can't make this shit up. And then he goes on these fucking tangents about fucking immigrants, man. Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something about taxes. These people, where they live. An illegal immigrant. Do you think... I don't know if, you know, this thing about the women collecting welfare, I don't know about all of that. I mean, it seems like maybe they could do that. But I don't think they are. They do pay taxes. You might not think they do. A lot of them don't own their own house, but if they did, they fucking pay property taxes, which pays for, they contribute in that way to pay for our schools. If they're renting from somebody, if some fucking slave owner has fucking 50 rental units and he rents to immigrants, he pays property taxes on those properties, and the money that the people pay him in rent goes towards our infrastructure. They pay for that, guys. If you think that there's 20, 30, 40, 50 million immigrants living without paying taxes in this country, you just don't understand what's really happening, man, because it goes against your narrative, man. It's just ridiculous to think that. I mean, these guys pay payroll taxes, and they also pay rent, and they buy food, and they pay taxes. They pay sales tax on everything. And the big problem, guys, and the reason why our deficit is so fucking high is because of the tax cuts for billionaires. Jesus Christ. Donald Trump's budget this year with his new fucking, the greatest bill ever passed in the history of mankind. Adds $2 trillion to the fucking national debt. $2 trillion. I could go back, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time digging through, and there are other people do that. And it's well known that these tax cuts, the CBO, but they're very skilled at what they do. They demonize anybody who says, hey, wait a minute, that's not right. They demonize them. Oh, the CBO, yeah, that's a fucking left-wing fucking, yeah, they're never right. Blah, 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 blah. I would tell you, I think, and there are people who do this, statistics and all this shit, I would say that more than 60% of our national debt in this country is definitely the result of tax cuts for billionaires. Since 1980, man. We're talking almost 50 years of this bullshit trickle-down fucking economics. It's fucking bullshit. It don't fucking do anything. And they're very, very skilled, man. They're skilled at manipulating the populace, man. That's why they came up with these fucking news channels. Fox News, Newsmax, all these people. They're all pushing the same fucking narrative. That it's the poor person who's causing the problems in America. It's not, guys. If you look at the number of fucking billionaires who have been created since the 1980s, the number is astronomical. Astronomical. $1 billion fucking dollars, guys, is a lot of fucking money, man. Jesus Christ. I don't get it. So eventually I got to do a few jobs this week. I put a couple toilets in for a woman a couple months ago. Her son is a fucking mad wiper. She says he uses lots of toilet paper. His girlfriend lives there. She's throwing shit down the toilet. It's an older house. It's got cast iron under the slab. And they're stopped up. But she had 1.6 gallon or 1.28 gallon flush toilets in the house in the first place. It's not like we went from 3.5 gallon flush to these new economic or water conservation toilets. That can happen when you do that. You sell somebody a couple of new toilets on an older house. They had the original toilets in there. Now all of a sudden the system's being starved for water. And water down here in Florida, water and sewer is pretty expensive, man. Your water and sewer bill can be over $200 fucking dollars a month, man. And so they conserve water. They don't flush the toilet. They pee. Women, they pee and they don't flush. They save it. They walk around. They got a toilet bowl full of fucking piss. It stinks. And every time they piss in it, it drips over the fucking trap in the toilet, and it just drips down the side of the pipe, and it builds and builds and builds, and then you get a call eventually because the toilet don't flush, and you pull the toilet in, there's this fucking 8-pound stalagmite of fucking piss crystals hanging off the side of the pipe. And you say, do you guys flush every time? Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, we don't, yeah, we flush every time. Okay, it's another one of those. Am I going to believe you or my lying eyes? Like Donald Trump. Yeah, 3 million people showed up for his fucking parade. I have never seen such a sad sack in my life. This is our fucking president. And he's sitting there like this. Just fucking limp, like a fucking limp noodle, man. Give me a break. We got Pete Hegseth sitting next to him, starting to peek on whatever the fuck he took. He's getting a little happy. He's thinking, I want to fuck Melania. I want to get in that ass tonight. Yeah. Maybe he did, you know. Maybe he did. I'm just saying. And then we got fucking fucking Sarasota Tim fucking sitting in his fucking trailer whacking off to the fucking parade. I love these guys. I love them. Oh, this is a great fucking goddamn parade. It's the best. Guys, I gotta just tell you, man. Some things on this parade. It was sad, man. It was sad to watch these service members get thrown out there. It takes, when you're doing parades, you're like a drill team. You know what I mean? That's your mission. That's these guys, these dictators, they have their fucking, like China. I put a video up and I'm sure I offended a lot of people. But that's all these fucking guys do in their service. They fucking practice day and night every day. They're the drill team. These poor bastards that Donald Trump threw out there in that fucking hot-ass day up in Washington are not the drill team. These guys were so out of step with each other. The lines were terrible. I mean, a total disservice. It's like throwing them to the fucking wolves, man. They showed a line of all of these tanks riding down the street, and they're all in fucking, one's over fucking drifting towards the fucking people in the stands, the 12 people who were standing there, and it we look like F Troop. Come on! Are you fucking kidding me? All to fill this fucking need of this narcissist, Donald Trump. And he was totally let down. Somebody let the air out of that fat fucking Oompa Loompa. He looked dejected. He got his parade, man, and it wasn't what he thought it was gonna be. It didn't give him that high he was looking for. It didn't fill that massive fucking hole in his fucking soul. That's what narcissism is, man. You got a big hole in you. And he's the worst. And to give this guys the keys to the fucking, not only the city, but to the whole fucking goddamn country, is the worst thing that ever happened in this country. And you will, for people who, you know, like I got sober through AA. And the first step is to admit you have a fucking problem, man. You know? That's a big step. And people can't do that. They can't say, I was wrong. You know what I mean? I was wrong. We know that Donald Trump is bad for this country, and he's terrible for this world, man. It's people, he wants to be a Putin. Or fucking, I just look at, like, China. They say America. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. China holds a lot of our debt. We're in a bad way in America. That's all I can say. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let me go get my shit. Hey now, check it out, guys. It's starting to trickle in. I just got a fucking delivery. Hey now, bam! Ain't that the shit? That's gonna be a lot nicer putting these water heaters in. And of course there's a goddamn plastic piece on here that you need a fucking crowbar and fucking dynamite to get off. Really, guys? Come on. I'm liking it. That ratchet that I had was kind of fucked up. It didn't really work very well. But this has a lifetime warranty. So I'm waiting now for my socket. And, what else? I ordered 3 things. Oh, crescent wrench, a socket, and then I need to get my big ass wrench that I use, that ratcheting wrench that I use to put on gas water heaters. That's what I use to put the female adapters on a gas water heater because you have to solder them up first. You can't use a deep socket. You got to use an open end. Not open end, but a boxed end ratchet. And I went through my videos, and the last time I used that, from what I can see, the last time I used those tools was a gas water heater installation that I did for a guy who was like standing over me the whole fucking time. But as soon as I came out of that subdivision, I banged a left. And I'm sure that's when all of that shit just slid right out of the fucking door. It probably opened the door. That's a bunch of heavy tools, and they were on the front edge of a shelf with space to drop down. Maybe that triggered the door, hit the door lock system. But I lost them. I take it, I don't feel too bad about throwing my buddy under the bus because he did steal my drill. You know what I mean? He knew he had my drill and he was happy with that. So that just is a window into his soul. And that's what you got to look at in these relationships with people. As time goes on, you get this, like, you know what they're about, man, just by listening to what they say, their actions, stuff that they do, and you can start to paint a picture of them and their soul and what they're about, man. He stole from me, and that's it. I would never fucking do that. I would never steal a man's fucking tools, you know what I mean? Some people are like that. Unfortunately, he's a big-time Republican. You know, they are what they are, guys. So anyways, back to this lady. I don't know if I finished the story. I kind of bounce around in the morning, or all the time, with her toilets, and she stopped up. I'm not sure I want to get up on that roof in the middle of summer, man. It's hot as fuck up there. It's not healthy for me. It's not safe. One day I could fucking, pass out from the heat and roll off the fucking roof and die on the side of the fucking house. I could break my neck, break my back. And I sure as fucking going into this house where it's probably 85 fucking degrees in there and start pulling toilets and getting all my sewer equipment out and drop cloths and all this shit, running a sewer machine through a fucking... just pull the toilet. Just pull the toilet? It ain't just pull the toilet. It's just pull the toilet and turn this fucking simple job into a fucking major job. Cleaning up the bathroom, making sure hopefully nothing bad happens. Your cable doesn't grab a fucking tablecloth and rip all the family heirlooms. Every time I say a word, I think of the spelling, And that one got through without, my filter. Family heirlooms, yeah. So when people mispronounce words, I always think, do you know how that's spelled? Like debris. Mikey used to say debris for debris, Yeah, we know it's spelled like that, but the S is silent, guys. Come on. So I don't know where this guy came from, how this package got on my on my fucking lanai in the front here. I might have been in the middle of a fucking rant. Yeah, hang on, guys. I got a great idea. Inspired by Mikey Pipes. Yeah. I got a picture of me. I'm gonna make posters of myself. I got a picture of me. I'll sell it to you for $39. Plus shipping and handling. Yeah. Is that the dumbest thing you've ever seen? Who in the fuck in their right mind? All these fucking stickers. Pull up to a fucking red light and there's a guy with all these Mikey Pipes fucking stickers on his truck. And for the vast majority of the population, they're probably thinking, who the fuck is Mikey Pipes? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? And they do a little research and they realize he's a fucking... He came through the same vein as Donald Trump, man. Next he'll be selling gold fucking sneakers. Fucking crappy ass gold coins. The grift is on, baby. The grift is on. So he's into these, you know, I gotta say, guys, I've been in business for a long time, and unless I buy certain materials because I know they're good, they're reliable, the price has gone up, like I'll use a brass craft stop that I used to buy. You know, when I first started my business, they were like $1.36 for a brass craft OCR 19 or CR 19. I don't know what the number was for sweat. We haven't used them in so long. But I stick with the material that I've always bought, even though like these stops went from $1.36 or something up to over $10 per stop. I used to buy a whole box of them for like $65, $70, man. And now it would be a $600 fucking investment. But I still buy them. But Mikey, he goes from fucking manufacturer to manufacturer to manufacturer to manufacturer. And now he's got these bargain brand, no name fucking shit. And I joked with him on his channel yesterday. And I said, oh, yeah. I know what that is. I saw those air conditioning systems at Harbor Freight. Yeah. And, you know, they look like the real deal. Like the shit you buy from Harbor Freight. Come on. It's all a big game perpetrated by billionaires, man. It really is, guys. This fucking... You gotta be on top of your game to get through the fucking quagmire of life in this world these days. We've gotten to the point that these people, our system, they've figured out how to just totally, Mikey used this word today, circumvent, get around the system and get the money. Get the money. That's what it's all about. They own our fucking Citizens United when billionaires and trillionaires could spend as much money on a fucking goddamn candidate as they want. Dark money. Nobody knows where the money's coming from. It could be like in our situation here in America. It's not outside the realm of possibility that almost everybody that Donald Trump has working for him are fucking Russian assets, man, because they're greedy people, man, and they don't care about their country. I do, man. It bothers me. I'm not a fucking, you know, a weekend warrior, a fucking, let me put my fucking patriot garb on today, go out and drive around with my flags blowing off the back of my truck. That's not patriotism, guys. And sometimes when the whole herd is running towards the cliff and you're the one or the few that are like running in the opposite direction, which is me, this happens. But I'm not changing. I'm not going to change the way I think and start heading off the cliff, because this shit will not end well. It will not make America great again. It's a fucking joke. It's the same old canned playbook they've been using for a long time. They played out abortion, the culture war, that was a good wedge, abortion. Now they've got this new wedge that's new and improved. It's called immigration. Hate the poor people. Hate the black people. Hate the immigrants. They're here to steal your money. It's not the guy with all the money. It's not the guy who just robbed the bank. It's the poor motherfucker who was standing in line, trying to cash his check and end up with $50 for himself at the end of the week. No. These motherfuckers are running out the back door of the bank with fucking boatloads of money. But you gave them the keys to the vault. You gave them the keys to the vault. And they're taking advantage of it. And they'll continue to do it until you wise the fuck up. Wise up. See it for what it really is, man. Donald Trump. How many times has he been back to those red states where he... doing his little rallies and rah-rah-rahs to all these people who think minorities are the reason why this country's so fucked up. Yeah, half of them have fucking meth mouth. Their teeth are rotted out because they're meth fucking addicts. But it's that fucking immigrant who gets up every day and goes to work. That's the problem. They're fucked up. And the worst part is they talk about welfare, and the fucking red states take more. If it wasn't for the blue states, the red states would starve, because the red states get more money sent to them through welfare and public assistance than any other states in the union. Thank God for the blue states that send more fucking money to the goddamn government than the red states. By far. It isn't even close. It is what it is, guys. Politics and plumbing. Wow, 47 minutes has passed. Mikey, have a great day. I hope you get your Harbor Freight AC units fucking hooked up this week for cash. We don't need to pay taxes. I get it, yeah. Sarasota Tim, good morning. Probably kisses his guns goodnight every night in his little fucking camper that he lives in. I've been doing some research on old Sarasota Tim. He's got a hell of a story there, that guy. He's a character. Not a lot of people like him. But the fucking Trumpers do. They just love this guy, man, because he's feeding them. He's giving them what they want to hear. Yeah. Have a great day.